Greetings and welcome to a special doom and gloom edition of stl-soccer talk here at the St. Louis Post-Dispatch and stltoday.com. I'm Tom Timmermann, beat writer covering the team for the Post-Dispatch, joined by Beth O'Malley, dressed in black for the occasion.
I really just put on a shirt I thought would look nice today.
Well,
but it is also black, and I don't want to say I'm in mourning, but it's definitely not a good week, not a good month, not a good 2 months,
2 months
for City SC.
Yeah, so something at a subconscious level said, no, we're
Right,
black
yeah.
for this occasion.
Right.
Because somewhere in the middle of the second half, you turned to me in the press box at Jesuit Park and said, we'll have a win to talk about on the podcast.
I think it was early in the second half. I think what I said actually was we can talk about offense.
That's definitely the case. Goal scoring is not really the tremendous issue.
It wasn't the
anymore.
problem this week.
The issue now, and has been, but it's been growing, and it came to is City can't close out a game.
Right.
And I was stunned when I looked through and counted. I mean, 8 times in the past 4 games they have allowed a goal in the 70th minute or after.
Right.
In the last 20 minutes plus stoppage time of the game, they have allowed 8 goals in 4 games. Just a stunning
Yes.
thing. I don't know that I've seen things like. I mean, they gave up goals last year late in games.
They did, especially later in the year. It felt like they were giving up more and more late in the game. But this year, as we have said on the podcast and on this video, it's not a trend anymore. This is what the team does.
Yeah. And everyone who's watching this knows by now they had a 2-0 lead against Sporting Kansas City and blew it and came away with a tie. So it looked like against their archrival, the home crowd, they were going to win a game, which they haven't done since mid-March.
Yeah.
And I mean, the last time they won a game, the Cardinals were in spring training. Right. We had a different pope. I mean,
The list goes on and on.
A lot of things have happened.
Yeah.
And someone asked me before the game if I had like a vibe about it. And I said, look, until something changes, I am not going to expect anything good.
Right.
I'm not going to expect a win until they actually win a game. Now there are things that are happening, and Berkey came back in that game, and this week at practice, Chris Durkin and Edward Leuven were on the field, and both could possibly play Saturday in Minnesota. But these guys coming back. I don't know. They got Henry Kessler back. The team is coming back together, but they still have to cross the Rubicon or whatever it is to get to win a game.
Exactly.
Which has not happened now in 9 games. We can't count the Open Cup game. So life goes on.
And we are also entering the same territory that had the team fire a head coach just last year, and there's lots of reasons why that might not happen again. But it's entering territory where it's getting really bad for the team in a lot of different ways, and I'm sure we'll talk about a lot more of that on the podcast.
I'm sure we will. Yeah, I've been calling it the Carnell zone because they're now into 3 points out of 9 games, which is what got Bradley fired a year ago. So yeah, who knows how this all shakes out. I mean, they're only like 6 points out of a playoff spot, but they're coming up. The halfway spot of the year is 2 weeks away, and they could, and maybe it looks better when they're healthy, but again.
Maybe it just feels, as you said, the vibe around the team right now is I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe that they're going to be able to win when they actually win.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll find out. We'll talk about this more because I'm sure this has just been so alluring. I want more of this on the podcast. But please give it a listen because we'll go into much greater painful detail on this and read more about it in the pages of the Post-Dispatch. Until you see me there or then, I'm Tom Timmermann for Beth O'Malley, for Ali Shallett behind the camera producing this fine production. Be seeing you.